Hey guys, welcome back here today. Today I'm going to talk about more PPE use. This time I'm going to talk about face masks because it seems like it's going to be a popular thing or an unpopular thing pretty soon. Recently, I think as of this past Friday, April 3rd or something, the CDC has been recommending that you wear a face mask out in public. So let's talk about some easy things about face masks. First off, it's designed to obviously cover your respiratory intake sections, your face meat area, your nose, namely, and your mouth. Most of our infections on the respiratory side, intestinal side, enters our bodies because we normally have nasty fingers and we touch nasty things, and then we touch our face. People, one of the most, in self-defense, one of the primary tics, if you listen to Craig Douglas, pre-assault indicators is facial grooming, because people consciously and subconsciously just wipe their face, rub their face, scratch their face. So it's kind of a two-part thing when you use facial PPEs, face masks and light. Masks are not all the same. Okay, so you can put a bandana on your face. You can literally do this to your shirt. Here's a nasty shirt on my face, and have some sort of filter. The problem is you need to be able to filter. The filter needs to be able to filter certain size particulates. The coronavirus, a lot of flu viruses, things like that, usually range in, I think, the ballpark of somewhere between just over 1 micron and 6 or 7 microns. So if you buy like any of these filters that filter up to like 99.7% of all particulates, I think that goes up to like 3 microns. Don't quote me on that. So it's important though on the types of masks. It's not just the placebo effect of simply covering your face. Now, if it's big old dust coming in, then anything obviously will work. A big shamag, a t-shirt, things like that. But when you're looking at viruses and bacteria, you do need a certain layer and amount of filtration, and you need to have the mask actually fitted. And it doesn't require a massive amount of fitting. It's just to make sure this is a relatively decent seal around your face. So I'm going to go over both of those things and talk about some basic masks. All right, so over here, I've got 3 of probably the most popular masks that are kind of around. This is what we can kind of scrounge up recently. Excuse me. This right here is a ear loop mask. It says it's 99% bacterial filtration. Keyword there is bacterial. Viruses are a little bit smaller than most bacteria, if I remember right. I'm not a virologist, and it's been a long time since I took microbiology. But these type of masks right here are folded out like this, and the way those will work is these things, if you can see it, will be fitted like this. You'll pull them out. They'll unfurl like an accordion, and there's a little metal loop right here that you adjust over your face, and it covers it up. The deal with a lot of these types of masks, though, is remember it only helps you for outgoing air. You exhaling is the primary reason why, from an infection standpoint, you want the mask as you sneeze, as you cough out droplets. So basic types of precaution of understanding is contact. Contact is by touch. Droplet is like when you sneeze, and if you put it on slow motion camera, you can actually see the droplets in the air, and usually the distance is somewhere between 3 feet and 6 feet, hence the 6-foot rule. Airborne precautions, though, can be, that's literally on how the wind changes. The particulates are very small, they float in the air a little bit longer, they stay aerolized essentially a lot longer. And when you look at that aerolization, you're looking at anywhere from 10 to 30 feet. So if coronavirus and a lot of these other things are aerosolized, is it aerosolized or aerolized? Anyways, it's going to be in the air floating a lot longer. And of course, when it settles on a hard object like tables and you touch it and you get it nasty, right? And then you touch your face, that's how, again, you get those infections. So infection 101, wash your hands. Find a good form-fitting mask. So the problem with these type of masks is the sides, when you put it on your face, is not as fitted as well as the bottom. But it's good as a filter if you do have the coughs, the sniffles, that it'll catch it from going into the air. So it'll catch a lot of those things that are outgoing. The second one over here is a basic 3M. That's a brand. It's kind of more of a dust mask, like a standard old dust mask that you find at the hardware store. It looks very similar to this n95 mask, but it is not similar except in the size. The filtration is different. It's a lot thinner. The mask itself is not as well fitted, namely at these corner edges right here. There's not enough material, doesn't pull as tight, so you will get good air intake. Now this one right here is my N95 mask. This is the one I've been wearing at the hospital for this week. At the hospital I'm at, we've been issued one mask a week, but smart guys like me, bought cases of this shit like 2 years ago. Anyways, these are significantly thicker masks. I'm gonna try to keep my fingers on the loops just because I want to keep it relatively clean. The insides are also different, as you can see. It's been used, obviously. It's got a little bit more comfort padding right here. The thickness of this mask is noticeably 2 to 3 times thicker than this one and this one. All right, so just to give you an idea. And those are the filtration layers. That's what you do need. All right. To form fit the mask, this N95 in particular, I will probably have to do that in a different video. Now I'll do it right now, so big deal. It's very simple, okay? One, don't try to touch the insides. This one is dirty because I've been breathing in it for a while. I've been cleaning it out by air drying it in my car out of the sun. You don't want UV light on there because it will screw it up. So anyways, this is how you're gonna do it. All right, hopefully that works. You're gonna take your mask, when you pull it out of the thingy, box, container, etc., you're gonna have 2 loops, top and the bottom, and a top metal band. You want the top metal band to go on the bridge of your nose. All right, again, try to stay on the outsides. All right, obviously do hand hygiene first before you touch the mask ideally, because you don't want the germy stuff to get in the mask and you breathe it in. All right, take the mask, you're gonna put it over your face. You gotta take the top loop and just hang it like so. Then you'll take the bottom loop, all right, and then you'll go across that, across the bottom of your ears. All right, so if you look at the position on how it's fitted, you have 1 loop on the top of your ears. Okay, I usually do mine a little high so don't drag on my ears all day. Wearing one of these masks for 14 hours a day is a pain in the neck and the head. This one right here will go across the bottom near the top end, the base of the neck.